up to the sunrise, let the day begin. Johnny and Mark are here, let the laughter in. With every sip of coffee, feel the warmth inside. Conversations and humor take you for a ride. Your morning boost with Johnny and Mark, a perfect blend of laughter, uniting the spark, inspiration and insight. Join the journey, let them light your way. It's a brew of connection, a world to explore, a network of voices opening the door. With Johnny and Mark, feel the power of two, a morning tradition just waiting for you. As the day unfolds, carry what you've heard, inspire and inform with every single word. Johnny and Mark beside you as you start a new day, the morning show that lifts you through and through. A network of voices opening the door. With Johnny and Mark, feel the power of two, a morning tradition just waiting for you.
First in the mornings, originally from the Bayou State of Louisiana.
I got my coffee, I got my dollars, and I'm looking for deals. Am I at the right place?
I say, here at Cajun Roots Reselling, you give me an offer and I'll take it.
Bless you, my child. Let me introduce myself. I'm Sister Mary Agnes. You may have heard about me from my friend Cajun Roots reseller, Johnny. I met Johnny many years ago when he was purchasing furniture from Frankie and Johnny's in Louisiana. They were not going to give him credit, and I vouched for him. I said, let him have it with no problem. He's got the dollars. See the special man.
Let him have it with no problem.
Understand. Let him have it with no problem. See the special man. I say,
I'm Johnny's Don't Girl. I'm here to say subscribe, hit the bell, not my belly button, and share out his shows. Always give him a thumbs up. You can even become a member. Buy him a coffee and follow his other channels like the cooking shows, my favorites, his fur babies, and more. Leave a comment. And when you watch a video, you're showing him your support.
Hi, I was looking for some jewelry. I'm going to be getting married soon. No, I don't have any credit.
Well, here at Cajun Roots Reseller, if you own a fixed income, even if it's on a sale in the Cajun Roots Reseller eBay store, guess what? Send an offer. We'll let you have it with no problem.
Johnny has many auctions, chat shows, in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, and best is Monday night bingo, where it's all free and you can win prizes. All are welcome, but there's no drama or negativity tolerated on any of his channels. Now go, child, with my blessings. Watch Cajun Roots Reseller. Love always. Be kind to one another and have a blessed day.
First in the mornings, originally from the Bayou State of Louisiana. Here at Cajun Roots Reselling, you make me an offer and I'll take it. You got the dollars, go see Johnny, he's got it all. Let him have it with no problem, see the special man.
see the special man.
You got the dollars, make me an offer. New England Cajun
Hello, good morning and welcome on this
Man,
Thursday morning. How is everybody doing today and how are you today, Mark?
I'm better today. Thank you very much.
Well, that's great to hear. All right, let's see who was first in the chat. That was Regina. Hello, good morning and welcome. And Lena, hello, good morning and welcome. And how you don't have to think a minute. I had a brain freeze. Good morning, hello, and welcome. If y'all not checking Lena's new channel out, she's already got it going and running with it already. So check her out. Make sure you subscribe to her channel. Let's build her back up. Michael, hello, good morning and welcome. And how are you doing? And Toochmon, hello, good morning and welcome. Tooch, how are you doing? And Flip Flops and Lollipops, hello, good morning and welcome. And Jennifer in the house already dropping links. Hello, good morning and welcome. I hope you're doing well. Angie, hello, good morning and welcome. And how are you doing? Good to see you. And John, hello, good morning and welcome. I've been still keeping up with you, even though I haven't seen you in a while, but I keep up with you on
Bama?
Facebook. Yes, between Facebook and Instagram. Check it out. His son's doing a lot of wrestling type things lately in the wrestling world. Let's see here. And some of them are really funny sometimes. You can't laugh. Try not to anyway. And Glenn, hello, good morning. Hashtag not Glenn, that's Craig, always sleeping. Hello, good morning and welcome. Drinking some coffee. And Robin, hello, good morning and welcome. And Anne Marie, hello, good morning and welcome. And how are
Morning.
y'all doing? And please hit the thumbs up. That'd be greatly appreciated. So, Mark, what do you got going on this week? You're welcome, John.
I'm going to mow grass today.
Ooh, that sounds like fun.
And then tonight, at I believe it's 7,
Toochman, are you still in here? That's a good question. We've been asking you, not in the chat when it gets asked.
um, we're going to be on Touch of Glass tonight. He sent me the link, so it's on for tonight.
Okay. Let's see. John, hello, good morning and welcome. And how are you doing? Good to see you.
Good
Could
morning,
you hear
John.
Victoria's dogs barking over here? I no. Mm-mm. Yes, tonight at 7 p.m. Or is it 6? I don't know. I'm not sure.
It's 6 Central.
Oh, that's right. I did see that on your I think it was Facebook you posted it. Yeah, well, on your honeymoon, well, anniversary. Congratulations on 25 years. Tell her, Mandy, I said hello.
Congratulations.
Mandy, girl, got a place in heaven. I'm just joking with you, John. Y'all both do. Yeah, that's something y'all need to check out. They I love their videos, especially during Christmas. If you haven't checked out John's channel, check them out. Yeah. Well, today the only
Yeah,
thing I got to do today, past 33 weeks.
past
Past
33
33
last
last week.
week. Is that your anniversary, Craig?
Your wife has been married to you for 33 years? Lord Jesus, child. All right, 6 p.m.
Oh,
Eastern tonight.
oh Lord. Okay.
So that's 5 your time, Mark.
Yeah.
Last week. Well, congratulations, Craig. Oh, Lord Jesus, child. The only thing I got to do today, I already did my listings for this morning. I got to get my listings for Posh today. I got 14 items listed this morning and I got more to go. So yeah, I'll be working on that. That's what all I got left to do this weekend is I'm gonna be listing. That's all I'm doing. Also, this Sunday I will be on with Buffalo Picker Defend the Hustle because it's always the last Sunday of each month. And then next Thursday I'll be on with the Mooleywood Squares on Tracy Cake Coffee and Shop. That's once a month, and it's always the last Thursday of the month. And then on the first Sunday I'll be on with Mark and Mike on June the 4th on their channel.
June the 4th
I got coming
already.
up. Huh?
June the 4th already.
Yeah, I know. I saw you had the thumbnail ready.
It's just flying.
Wow. Flip Flops and Lobot says, my poor husband has been married to me for 44 years. Wow. That is awesome to hear.
That is awesome.
I love hearing that. That's a good number to keep going. Yeah. Tell her, share everybody what's the secret.
Hey,
Well, good
Carol.
morning, Carol. How much weather y'all getting down where you at? So far, it's just been a misty little rain all morning. Actually, since last night. But this morning, I woke up at 2 and it was just a sprinkle kind of thing. And again, before I started the show, was doing the same thing. So we haven't had any of the major weather, thank God, so far. But again, it's going to be an all-day affair. So yeah, not bad here either. I know you're not that far from me, like an hour and 20 minutes, something like that, apart from each other. And so, of course, y'all know we started doing this new series on the morning show. And so let's go ahead and get into the topic of the. Awesome. Well, got to go get ready for the day, heading out to the tour of the Hoover Dam, and got to get your t-shirt, right? Depends on how fast I drive. Yeah, but I'm talking about for me, it takes me about an hour and 20 minutes to get to your location area. So today, it is going to be never too late to try something that scares you and build courage on it. The core message is about overcoming fear and building courage by taking a new challenge, regardless of your age and past experience. Many people are held back by anxiety and failure, judgment, and stepping outside of your comfort zone. This can lead to stagnant and missed opportunities for growth and fulfillment. I want to emphasize that the fear is a natural human emotion that it shouldn't be dictated on one's life. Instead, it should be as a signal that there is an opportunity for a personal development. By choosing to comfort fear, even in small steps, individuals can gradually expand their boundaries. So the key takeaway includes the following: embrace new experience, actively seek out activities or situations that invoke a sense of anxiety, that this could be public speaking, learning a new skill, traveling solo, or purging into a long held dream. Start small. You don't have to tackle your biggest fears all at once. Begin with a manageable step to build confidence and momentum. Each small step and success contribute to a great sense of encouragement. Challenge your negativity by self-talk. Challenge negative self-talk by often talking out your fears and amplify the internal doubts and criticism. Learn and identify and reframe those negative thoughts to be able to progress. Focus on your thoughts, your growth, and your perfection. The goal isn't to be fearless, but to be brave enough to act on those fears. The rewards outweigh the risk. Trying something new, even if it's scary, can lead to incredible personal growth, new skills, expand prosperity, and deepen your sense of self-worth and accomplishment. Age is just a number. Remember that is an idea, that it's never too late to limit belief. People that are of all ages can discover new passion, overcome challenges, and achieve significant personal breakthroughs.
Amen, brother.
I hope that wasn't too deep. Let's go back into the chat. Uh, Depends on how fast. That's where I was. All right, let's see here. Miss Denise, hello, good morning, and welcome.
Good
Hope
morning,
you're
Miss
doing
D.
well. Let's see. Everybody's saying hello. And John, how are you doing this morning? Good to see you, by the way. I don't know if I said hello, but we'll say it again. Good to see you. Welcome. And Ashley, hello, good afternoon, and welcome. And how are you doing? So, what are some of the things that you might be in fear of that's stopping you from growth? Is there anything that you have fear of that's stopping you from growth that you can build on and get that encouragement of doing better with it? I don't have any fears, not that I know of.
I try not to let fear get in the way. Um, I
Good
mean,
morning, Randy.
I was scared when we started this YouTube thing,
Hmm.
and now, Mark, my internet's down. I need you.
And you, and his reply was, "Oh, you trying to make me take it over, are you?" No, I'm not. Fear is just anxiety and breaking normal routines. You can expand your horizon without feeling. Yep, exactly. That's right. It can stop you. And for example, what you fear of things that happen. Um, like Lena had just basically restarted a whole new channel. I had to restart too. But
Yeah.
if you don't give up and you make the best of it, you can overcome it and you can be successful with whatever you want to do in life, regardless of what's in the way of any obstacles. Ain't got no fears. I'm finding time and energy is an issue. Okay. Susie, hello, good morning and welcome. And how are you doing? Good to
Susie.
see you. Welcome. So, in the chat, is there anything that you have that you are scared of or fear of that's stopping you from growth or succeeding at what you're trying to do? I look at it this way: anything that might scare me, like when I first started YouTube, I just did it. Yeah, I was scared at first. Robert said, "Oh,
Oh,
you can do
yeah.
this." Oh, I can. That was my reply. And the more you do it, the easier it becomes. No matter what it is, it's just a matter of taking those small steps, one thing at a time, and improving on it. That's all you can do. Often fear is failure holds people. Exactly. And
It
it
does.
will hold you back. That's right. There's Lena right there. That's what I've been talking about, Lena. So y'all make sure you check and see. Make sure you are subscribed to her new channel. She had to restart, and she's
I
overcoming
am
it.
now.
That's right. So make sure you're following her. But is there anything that you fear that might be holding you back that you think might be holding you back? When I need motivation, I always watch the clip. Well, I'm gonna have to check that out. What is that? Is that the one with your car? Oh, I remember that one.
I do too.
I watched that when it first came out. That was 4 years ago. Wow. I remember watching that one. That's a good video too. Thank you for dropping that one, Michael. You're welcome, Lena. Yes, I do remember that one. Yes. Yes. And the guy had to close his eyes. Yes. Oh, that was a good one. That's a great video to watch. Exactly, Michael. I like that. I forgot all about that video. I need to make sure. I thought I was subscribed to them. I guess I wasn't. That is a good one. Thank you for dropping that one, Michael. That is a great one. Crow facing giant. Yep. That was. I like that one. I remember watching it. It came across my feed one day, and I was like, "Oh, cool. Yeah, I got to watch this one." And Renee, hello, good morning, and welcome. And how are you doing? Good to
Good
see
morning,
you.
Renee.
Welcome. So the goal of all this is try not to let anything scare you to where you're not going to be able to succeed at what you're trying to do, whether it be in your life, whether it be in your business, whether it be in just hobbies or whatever. And to be able to do that, you have to overcome it, and don't let anyone get in your way. You need to focus on what you want to do, but don't think of it as you have to focus on being perfection about it, being a perfectionist. For me, I do that enough, and I know sometimes
Yeah, me
it
too.
gets me down, but um, it's just something in our nature, you know. Let it empower you into the part of you can break free from that with the fear without having any more fear. Encouraging you to take those steps, an unknown of the unknown, um, and have the new mindset of the curiosity, and just let it go. But also improve on it if you have to, find ways that help you get through it, and it can definitely help you in anything you're trying to achieve. Denise, hello, good
Denise,
morning, and welcome. How are
hello,
you
Corey.
doing? Good to see you. So I know, for example, there, and this is just an example. There's a few people that I know of that haven't started, say, a YouTube video yet, or hasn't started doing, and they want to do maybe online auctions. And some people just have the fear of not doing it because they don't know if they can do it. But the more you do it, the easier it will get. I promise you. Had a great time with Susie on Rita's yesterday. Yes, I heard about that one. It's a new a show she's doing on I think a couple of days a week or something like that. So, Mark, I have to ask you with this topic today,
Hmm.
and I know it's going to be next week's going to be a month that you and I have been doing this morning show. And so, my question is, what was the biggest thing? And this I know, I kind of think I know the answer to it because you know I had that conversation before when we first started. What was the biggest thing that was scary to you about doing this? Not having all my affairs in order. My friends are all around my age, so they won't want my belongings. No family left. Calling the auction house. There you go. Enjoy that, but why you? Yeah, get rid of that while you're still alive. Enjoy that. That's the way I look at it. Because I always say to myself and Robert, when anybody passes away and you go to a funeral, do you ever see a U-Haul behind the hearse?
No, the U-Haul's usually parked in front of the house and people are stealing it.
Correct.
I'm sorry. Especially family.
Yeah.
I am sorry. That, yeah. Um, that, well, you and I have worked together, well, for years now.
Yep.
And this is a whole different animal.
Hmm.
So I don't know. Well, and I think I told you this too. Yeah, Jennifer, uh, we're doing like a talk show. And I will say my insecurities is, and I've said this to Johnny, I want to be able to bring something to the table. Yes, I'm quiet and I'm reserved. And so I'm stepping out of it, that part of it anyway. Um,
I'm laughing at
and
Michael's
I
comment.
do what?
Laughing at Kevin. Oh, Michael's comment. Aw.
Randy.
Well, I think what it is too, though, this is not something you're used to. And again, that's going back to
No,
the fear of doing this type of show, but also overcoming it by giving it a shot. And believe it or not, you don't think you may be giving your getting help into it, giving yourself to it, but you are. And that's why I'm glad we started a new Word document to where I know myself, if I don't write it down, I will forget it. So whenever I'm thinking of something to be a topic for a morning show, I started this new Word document so that way I can just type it up, at least what I'm thinking of, and then enlarge on what I want to write up or think about while I'm doing it. And I find that helps in a way that if you do forget it, at least it's written down and you can go back to it. Like
yeah,
this morning, Mark came up with an idea. So what I did was because I had the document open, I went ahead and typed it in for next week. And that's just something that you always bring something to the table, regardless if it's feedback or backup and tag along with things that I say or comment, because we're good at feeding off each other. So that
yes,
you,
we
you
are.
are bringing stuff to the table. So don't feel like you're not, please.
Um,
Okay.
that's, I think that not only our friendship, that um, we've got enough in common that yeah, it's easy to be on screen with you. And I know it's easy for you to be on screen with me because look at what you did with Janice.
Yeah, that's true.
If you ever saw Mike or Johnny nervous, he's
Michael,
breaking it though. He's breaking it.
yes, I am. Michael says that Mark and Johnny have come a long way. I remember when each first started and see where they've gotten. Yes, you are right about that one, Michael.
Yes,
I
you are.
started March
And
11th of 2020 doing my very first live show. Yeah, I'll go back and
and
watch it because I
I
remember.
still remember what Michael said. You and I were on screen, and um, you were trying to figure something out that I had already that I had already done. And um, hey, Glamoz!
Good morning, Glamours, and also Bridget. Hello, good
Oh
morning,
my
and
God,
welcome.
Bridget,
Good
how
to
are
see
you,
you,
sweetheart?
Bridget. Yes, Johnny hardly ever stops talking. You don't even have to say much half the time.
There is that too.
Well, you see, for me though, I think what it is, I don't like quiet, dead time.
Yeah, I
Um,
don't either.
and then if I find that maybe I need to come in and say something or part of that topic, then I'll do it. And then of course, I try not to have any dead time. Is my issue.
It makes it very uncomfortable to have
Yeah,
dead air.
yeah. But it's a good point to have, a good thing to have. I need to come out my
That's
shell.
right, Carol. You need to come out of that shell, baby.
Yeah, yeah, you do. Mark, at first, he did seem bashful and quiet. Yes. Robin, hello, good morning, and welcome.
You guys would not. What you would probably younger, my younger me. Oh Lord, I'd rather be up against the wall. I don't want anybody. Don't talk to me. No, I was extremely shy.
And Jennifer says that's why I have a Debbie. Yeah, you and little Debbie. Yeah. And sometimes though, especially when somebody's not used to doing like this type of show, this format of a show. Sometimes with us feeding off each other, I try to get Mark to like I'll ask him a question to get him involved in his 2 cents or comments about a topic. That helps him get used to it as well. And that's still a learning process. I can't what? I can't help it. I was born with a wagon. Yeah. And that sometimes helps, especially if you have somebody who's kind of quiet and all. And like me and Robert, for example, Robert and I are both the same in a sense that he's a quiet one and I'm more talkative. It's like yin yang. What is that? Introvert, extrovert. But it's okay because then y'all can come together and still have a good show. And it doesn't matter who you're with on a panel.
And see, with Michael, he'll start a conversation with anybody.
Yeah, that's true, Jennifer. It does happen though. And that's what it's all about, balancing each other. And that's what I try to do. But I want to make sure that I include Mark. And that's what anybody I ever had on the morning show. And again, once I have an idea, or Mark has an idea, then we bring it to the show. And that's what it's all about. And it could, and then what's I have to say about with Mark? It can be something that happened to bring a topic to the show. It could be something that or Mike, him and Mike have experienced in real life the day before. And so that's why some of those ideas, I herp and write them down when he tells me because he might have forgot to write it down. But when he's telling me, I'm writing it down on our list so that we can have it on the next conversation. And that helps us as well so he can remember it the next time. I do too.
That's the way Michael is. We'll be at a estate sale and or a grocery store, what, and Michael will start up a conversation. I've seen that, Michael. I know.
And again, it's okay. For example,
Yeah.
when Robert and I are out going to garage sales or estate sales or even going thrifting, he's the quiet one. And you can ask Carol. He's very soft spoken. But I'll get there and I'll ask somebody a question, or I'll even like yesterday, I went to the grocery store and I was in line, and the lady, of course, they asked, "Well, how are you doing?" My immediate reply is, "I am blessed." Now, when I
Hmm.
first got there, she was not smiling. She looked like she was having a bad day. But once I said that, her big old face smile, big ear to ear, and she was just all giggly by the time I got to the register. And she says, "You just made my day." You never know. Just some little thing that you can make somebody have a better day. I love it. I don't mind the conversation so much as yeah, that's a little too far. Yeah, you're right about that one.
Well,
Yes, he
thank you.
has. Yes, he has. You're right about that one, Carol. Well, hello, Scarlett. Hello, good morning, and welcome. He's got them up. Kool-Aid, Randy. And there, to me, it's a limit. There's a line that I don't cross. That there's things that you don't need to discuss with everybody. There's certain things you need to. All right, I have to ask you, please. Yesterday, Yarina, is that the proper way to say your name, or is it Arena? Because yesterday I heard it in the chat yesterday where Victoria was calling you different names, and it's like I had to Google it. Yarina is what I hear when I Google it. She's right up here. Scarlett, right there. Where is it? I don't see her. She's right there. Yep, right there.
The first
Actually,
time
right
you
above
said
you.
it.
Right above you. You don't see her? Uh-oh. Good morning, Sharon. How are you doing? Also, I want to mention, I'm glad I saw Sharon because that just reminded me. Tomorrow is when the strike starts in Canada for the Postal Service. So be careful with that shipping to Canada. The first time you said it. Yarina. Okay, I was right. Okay. Victoria calls you. Yes, she sure does. You're right about that one, Scarlett. Okay, that's what I thought. Because when I looked it up and I went to how to pronounce it, the Y is there. Yarina. I love the Spanish way to it too.
Morning,
Robert used to
Linda.
freeze when I hugged him. Yes, yes, he did. You're right about that one, Carol. Well, he's not. He wasn't much of a hugger before we started meeting people from YouTube. Oh, you don't see the angel. Okay. Little Debbie, she's here. Hello, good morning, and welcome in. Allah, 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 Allah. Hello, good morning, and welcome, and how are you doing? I just ate right. Just ate right about now. Your moon pies, they're so good. Next time, if you want to try them in the microwave, no more than
Six to eight
6
seconds.
to 8 seconds. Yep,
Hmm.
it's a big difference.
Oh,
You haven't tried it
you
yet.
think? You'll eat the whole box, unfortunately.
And we appreciate you not crossing the line of conversational time. And I try to keep it that way. I know it sure did. Yeah, it did. I got you now. You talking about the angel. And Linda, hello, good morning and welcome. And how are you doing? Getting ready for Ella's auction. The best jewelry drawer. Ooh, that's right. You're gonna be on there today at 1 o'clock. Yeah, Johnny, I know I have. Yeah, I want to remind everybody that starts tomorrow. I still get the notifications on Pirate Ship and eBay. And yesterday I got it on Bonanza and Etsy. So they're definitely sharing that word. Let's see, how are you feeling today? True, Randy, not much Spanish. Solid. Yeah, I definitely Googled it because I want to make sure. best to eat cold as well. Yeah, you can eat them cold as well, but try them and see what you think about it. Just stopped in. Cheryl, hello, good morning and welcome. And how are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome. I'm so blessed that I only have one auction today. Time to nap. I know I will. I'll be in the recliner with my children, one on each side.
Well, I'll be taking one
Sunshine
today too.
Arizona is back 5 p.m. Central today.
Tooch is trying to keep me up late.
Ooh, not me today. I'm going to bed early tonight. Because Sundays I used to go to bed before, I try to be in bed by 6:15 every Sunday. That is my goal. So far, it's not every Sunday that it happens either, but that is my day that I just unplug and do everything I need. Tooch is night owl like me. Yeah, Tooch is going to be on tonight too. Yeah. All right, Mark, do you have anything going on this week that you would like to promote while I get the links to put in the chat?
I'll be on the Tooch of Glass with Tooch this evening at 6
6.
Eastern, 5 Central.
Yep.
And then let's see, Sunday we've got Aaron and Tooch as our special guest. And the morning show on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, bingo on Monday,
Yep.
and friend selling with friends on Tuesday. And Wednesday with Janine's.
Right. Let me paste this. And the link to come on up. If anybody would like to come on up and promote anything you have going on, you're more than welcome to do so. Also, don't forget this Saturday is Susanna's birthday. This Saturday. Teachers a night owl. Expect $1 million package today. Everybody's saying hello. Ella. Eat it cold. I actually don't like. Yeah, and it depends too. You might like it that way, depending on your microwave. Oh, my ginger boy back to normal. Awesome. I normally go back to bed around 1 a.m. Really. Once I'm up, I'm up. Let's see. Everybody's saying hello to each other. Yeah, once I'm up, I'm up. There is no going back. Now it depends on what time I wake up, but usually when I'm up between 1-2 o'clock, I'm up for the day. All depends on what time I went to bed the night before. And then of course I'm like, oh my god, I gotta get this done, that done, that. I really don't have to, but it's just me.
It'll make
So
the day go a whole lot smoother if you do get it done.
yeah, exactly, and that's why I like getting up early in the morning to get those things done. Because like my goal is to get things listed, get pictures done, get listings done, pull orders, answer emails, things like that. And so if I get it done early, that makes for my day to be done early too. And that's what I like about doing it early. Then again, I don't have to worry about anything. And then of course I'll have somebody's YouTube channel open if they're live, or I'll just listen to my Christian music.
Oh my
OMG.
God.
Y'all, guess who is here? I don't know if y'all saw him on TV. I watched this one episode and I had to take a double take to make sure it was him. Y'all has been here before. Y'all remember him as Lego Man of the Midwest. The college boy, right? We remember him before he was 18 years old, when he turned 18, when he graduated from high school. Now he's a graduate from college. Now he goes by Heartland Picker, and here's Brandon with his long hair.
Hey, hey, how's it going?
When I looked at that, it's like, what is that on your head? I had to make sure it was you. I was like, wait, what is that stuff on your chin? That is Brandon.
No, nothing. That's nothing. How is everyone?
So how are you
Good.
doing,
How are you doing?
Brandon? Our star child.
I am good. I'm doing good.
So how have you been doing with you now finishing college? Have you started in the workforce, or are you still going full force on your whatnot?
I am going full force on reselling. And of course, it's not just whatnot, it's a whole bunch
Okay.
of different avenues that I have.
I like adopted son either. Resell. Kevin, hello, good morning and welcome. And we all remember Brandon even before he was still in high school.
Yeah, that
Then
is
he
true.
graduated high school and went to college. I can't believe that's been over 5 years already.
Can you believe it?
No. So, for those that don't know who you are, share your channel. Are you doing anything now on your channel now that you're back out of college?
Not on the YouTube one yet, but hopefully someday I'll get back into it.
Smart boy mini baskets for the eggs. Yes. Well, Brandon actually started, which I'm very amazed, but not shocked. And I'm gonna tell this story, but he can finish it because
Yeah.
when he first started his dorm, living in the dorm as a reseller to kind of have extra cash, he did something in his dorm that helped him do that. Tell him what it was, Brandon.
Yeah, I made a little setup in my dorm room since I had a single room and I didn't have a roommate. I used the other half of the room as a little reseller area. So I had a bunch of inventory, which probably shouldn't have kept it in a dorm room, but I did whatnot or not. I did YouTube shows from my dorm room. So that was a lot of fun and I got to just keep my business going and selling while I was in college.
So, in other words, he would let everybody know if they needed something for a special
Mhm.
gift, he had it maybe on hand. So, yeah, that was pretty cool, right?
Yeah, and that is the other thing. I had a couple people in my dorm building who came down to see what I had for sale.
Yep.
So,
Yeah, it was a little risky, but he did a good he got some sales from it.
oh yeah.
But also he did even a special show on the college grounds. Talk a little bit about that with your show you did on the radio.
Oh yeah. Um
I was one of
so
his guests.
John yeah, I was like, "Whoa, what did I do?" Man, that was like 3 years ago. So yeah, Johnny and a couple other people were guests of mine on a reseller show that I did on the college radio station. And it would be broadcasted throughout the campus and the surrounding community. And I just did there's a few episodes still uploaded on my YouTube channel if you ever go listen to them. But it was just a small little show that I did talking about reselling, and it was kind of fun to do that. And then I got so busy the years after after my freshman year, I was like, okay, well, I got to stop this, but I wish I could continue it. But
Dorm room has been the backdrop of many. Yep,
mm,
that's true.
yep.
Let's see
It's
here.
nice.
Love Brandon with the long hair. Yeah, isn't that different?
Yeah.
And for those who don't know, Brandon made a debut on a particular show that was on. Usually, you may see it on PBS. Talk a little bit
Yeah.
about that one because that was a good one that I saw when I finally found it.
Yeah, I have not been on here for a while, so I get to
No.
mention this. I was on Antiques Roadshow.
Yep.
For those who haven't seen the episode, it aired back in February. My mom and I won tickets in a raffle to go to it when they came here to Iowa, so we brought our items, and I brought my first spoiler alert. If you guys haven't seen it yet, I did bring my sterling silver pitcher. Um, and I brought it up to the appraiser. I actually have a funny little story about this. I brought it up to the appraiser, and the appraiser went straight over to the producer. And the producer came over to me and was like, well, what's your story? Do you know much about this item? And I started telling them how, I like collecting antiques and collectibles, and I've been reselling from a young age and all this stuff. And then the producer's like, well, we'd love to have you on. So I went into the green room, sat there for a while, and then they finally brought me over to the recording area. And my little segment took 35 minutes to record. And just for that 2 minute time slot, because we were recording at like 4 p.m. Central Time, which is rush hour in our area, and the place that they were filming. It was near an interstate, and there was a traffic accident on the interstate. So what happened was every 2 minutes you would hear sirens go by, like whether it was a cop car or an ambulance or whatever, and the producer had to keep yelling "cut" because because they had to minimize the noise. And so the producer's standing, or the appraiser's standing right next to me, and he turns to me and he goes, "What did you do to get this item?" As we're hearing the cop cars and whatever. And I turned to him and I was like, "You have no idea."
There's a question in the chat. Sharon, he does a lot of jewelry, but also he did a lot with when he was doing reselling, a lot of metal flower brooches as well. But he does it as well as his mother, and that's Miss Nancy. Vintage Market is his mom, and she also does a lot of jewelry. So they both do a lot of jewelry reselling.
And on
And I believe they're both on
occasion,
Whatnot, huh?
she sells on Ella's show.
Right.
Yep.
Well, she's been on my show before too, but it's been a while.
Yeah, that is true.
Oh, do you have the episode link in the chat? Because there's a Glamos definitely wants to see it. If you can drop the link.
Yeah, let me get that for you.
Because I've watched it, but I know that it was I can't remember the actual date when it aired.
Yeah, so PB, it's funny. Antiques Roadshow got rid of the entire episode on YouTube. It was on there, but then they got rid of it. But they still have my segment on their website, so I can put that link in here.
And Jennifer had dropped his Whatnot link. Sharon, I'm not sure if you're on Whatnot, but you can check out his Whatnot shows as well. And his mom does the same thing. But it's a lot of jewelry.
There.
Also, don't forget, every Friday we do the Would You Buy It or Would You Leave It? So if you have anything that's sold on any platform, don't forget to send in for tomorrow morning. Make sure it's in my email inbox by 5 a.m. Eastern Standard Time so we can be part of that tomorrow with the Would You Buy It or Would You Leave It game we play every Friday. There's the link, Glamos, or anybody else who would like to see it.
Anybody who likes to see me go on Antiques Roadshow. Oh, yeah.
Yes, that is true.
Yeah, I did.
I remember that one.
I do too. Yep. One that I probably wish I didn't do, but it is what it is. But
not you.
I would have liked to have seen that one.
Can you believe it?
Well, isn't it on her YouTube channel?
Yeah.
Yeah, that episode is on her channel.
Mm-hmm.
If you subscribe to Lori.
I think I am.
No, I'm saying for Mark to see it.
Oh, yeah.
You have the link. Can you drop that one, Dr. Lori?
Yeah.
Drop the link if you can, please.
It's in my history. I gotta find it. What was I gonna mention? Something. I was reading the chat. Oh, speaking of being famous, I was at an estate sale in line, and 5 people came up to me and was like, "I saw you on Roadshow. I saw you on Roadshow."
Isn't that funny how that happens?
It was so funny.
Auntie Mama, hello, good morning and welcome. And how are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome.
My gosh, this is far back.
So yeah, Brandon actually started, what was it, 4.5 years ago? 4 years ago?
On YouTube, it was about
with the reselling portion. I know you used to be on when you were younger with the Legos, but
like reselling on YouTube?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was probably 4.5.
Yeah, because you and your mom used to come on as guests as well. Because you used to be on with Debbie and Max, Carol.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And then you and your mom would do late night shows.
Yes, we would.
Anne Marie, hello, good morning and welcome. Good to see you. How are you doing? So yeah, if anybody else would like to come on up and join us on the panel, you're more than welcome to. So Brandon, what do you have coming up anytime coming soon on any of your platforms that you sell on?
Well, good thing you mentioned that. I am doing a few Whatnot shows. I'm starting that back up again, and since I'm out of college now, I got to try to do as many as I possibly can in a week. Yeah, there's the Dr. Lori link if you want to go watch that episode. I'm somewhere in that video. It's like an hour long, but And then, of course, I've got my own website, which I haven't talked about too much, which I need to promote that more. And then I think that's pretty much it. Just the whatnot and the website. I'm trying to do a little more with Facebook too. Starting an account with that and whatever.
Now, are you still doing your local antique booth with all jewelry?
Yep.
How's that going for you?
I've got those are going well. I've got two big booths myself, and then I split two booths with my mom at other shops. So we're in a total of 5 shops altogether.
Wow.
Yeah, so we're all over. We're running around with our heads cut off.
Now, if you want to see the things that he has in his on Facebook, I believe it is. That's where you post a lot of the pictures of your boots, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm
You
starting
still-
to.
Okay.
Yep.
I remember seeing some. I just wasn't sure where.
Yeah.
There's his website right there.
Mhm.
Little Debbie
It's
just dropped it.
mostly jewelry on the website, but hopefully I'll get some other stuff on there at some
Yeah.
point.
So if you want to check out, Sharon, if you want to check out his website, Little Debbie just dropped that link right there.
Right there, heartlandpicker.com.
Yeah, Randy, he's got multiple booths. He does whatnot. He was doing, I mean, because with him being in college, he had to kind of slack off a little bit, but he still
A little
did some
bit.
shows like with whatnot and with his mom. You can catch them a lot of times at night. When I would wake up in the morning, they were still live. Sometimes.
And I also do in-person shows too around the Midwest here, mainly in Nebraska, Iowa, and Minnesota. So,
And I do have to say, I had the honor of meeting him and his aunt while we were up there at the our lake house.
oh yeah.
Yep.
And I'm gonna go to that antique show again this year, so
Awesome.
that'll be fun to shop. No,
Grandma says, not the rudest guest.
no. So it's funny because in that episode there was some guy that came up, like way before me, like probably 30 or 40 minutes before I came up, and was just like rude and bashing her and stuff like that. And so a couple people asked me, well, were you the rude guest? I'm like, hell no. Like that's not me. But
All right. Also, don't forget that the doghouse goes live at 9:30, which is coming around the corner soon. Brandon was raised right. Brandon's a good boy. Good boy, Brandon.
oh, do you mind if I show one photo?
Depending on what it is.
It's kind of going back to the Antiques Roadshow.
Yeah,
It's a
you can
photo
go on.
of Antiques Roadshow.
I'm just messing with you, Brandon. Go for
Okay,
it.
well, here we go. So my friend, I'll explain this. My friend texted me. This was the first episode, and I didn't see my segment on. And he goes, "Hey, I saw you," and I said, "What? My segment wasn't on." And this is so funny. In the background of this lady showing her tin toy is, oh wait, I'm going the wrong way. My mom at, oh my gosh, where is this?
I
In the
remember
back,
that in the episode because I watched the whole thing. Is that your
in
mom in
the,
the background?
that's my mom and I in the background.
I did not notice that.
And there's like 10 seconds of us just walking by.
Now I'm gonna have to go back and watch it now.
Yeah. It was the first Iowa episode there in the first
Okay,
hour.
because I did watch. Actually, it was 2 episodes, weren't there?
There was 3 altogether.
3. I think I watched the first one and the second one. I need to go back and
Yeah.
watch it.
I was in the second one, and then I was in the background the first one.
So you're the one holding the umbrella.
No, that's my mom.
That was your mom holding the umbrella. Okay.
Yep.
I'm gonna have to look for it.
Yep. And then I actually know some people in the feedback that got in the feedback booth. I actually know like 5 of them.
Wow.
So that was kind of cool.
Yeah, I know about. Yeah, that's what I heard. Oh, Grandma's is bringing some jewelry jar heat today on Ella's.
Ooh,
For
might
those
have to
want
stop
jewelry
by.
jars. Susie Dragonfly says, hello, Brandon. Good morning.
Hi, Susie.
So have you found yourself now sleeping in longer? Or still being a night owl?
I'm still a night owl. I like to take my naps in the afternoon. I
Good
just
job, Brandon. I totally
Yeah.
get it.
Well, now that I set my own hours, and then I just I can just work on overnight and do sales or organize or list online
And Brandon,
and
have you
overnight.
ever met Mark?
I have.
Yeah.
Okay, I wasn't sure if you did.
Yeah.
I've even bought from him.
Yeah, I've known
Okay,
him
just
for
want
like
to make
2
sure.
years now.
It's been a little longer than that because when I first, Johnny, I met Brandon through you.
Okay, that's what I
When
want
Yeah.
to
I
make
first
sure. You know, I
when
didn't
I
want to be
first
rude. I just
started,
want to make sure.
that was almost 4 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no,
He
it's
was
been a
still a
long time.
snot nosed little kid.
You have a question in the chat from Michael.
By the way, Brandon, since you've been away for so long, it's Nakoma Finds. Oh my gosh.
That's Angry Out of Reacts. That's his other channel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'll have to
That's his
remember that.
channel. Yeah. And Glamo says, I'm still Glamo.
Yeah, yep. I
Actually,
figured.
Brandon, you were on when I first had my channel before I had it taken down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
That's almost 5 years ago.
That is. That's a
Yeah.
long time.
Because it's actually going to be 6 years in November that I've been doing YouTube. It's five and a
Wow.
half years I've been doing YouTube now.
That's crazy.
Also, don't forget, Glamos is doing her third Classy Crap auction coming up in June. That's June the 5th.
Yeah, what else do I have to tell you? I did graduate college. So
We
that
That
knew
I knew because
that.
I saw that on Facebook.
yeah, so I'm glad that the education's over. But
And tell
no,
everybody what you went to college for your degree.
yeah, I went for the major was multimedia journalism and I minored in marketing communications.
And he
So
still played in the music department.
yeah, I still did a lot with music. I did concert band for 4 years and jazz for 4 years, and our college, the college that I went to, we only had 3 saxophones in the jazz band, and my director turns to me and says, "If I can't recruit, then I'm going to need you to come back next year." So I might volunteer to just play in the jazz band, which might be
Randy
fun.
has a question for you. Brandon, besides selling, do you also collect certain pieces?
Yeah, I do. Johnny kind of pointed at this earlier. I collect enamel flower brooches from the 50s, 60s, 70s. And the collection has gotten and it's the curse of whatnot. The collection has gotten over 1400. So I've just been collecting ever since I was young. That's my big collection. I do have like a small glassware collection and, rhinestone jewelry and stuff like that. I'm trying to find a photo of the enamel
And for
flowers.
those who remember the Friday morning show, would you buy it or would you leave it? And I always say things that I bought from Brandon. That's who I bought it from, or who I got it for free.
Yeah.
I collect enamel flower brooches. That's one of the things. And then I also have, where is it? Where's my case? I have a picture of the case somewhere. I can't find the picture of the case, but you want a throwback, Johnny?
Sure.
Look at this.
Yep, that's when we met at Yep, that's when we met up there.
That's when we met at the
Look at his
restaurant.
hair. No, hardly any hair, y'all.
I know. How crazy.
You know what else I have a picture of when you, myself, and Angie
Oh yeah, Angie.
with that boarded design thing that we all signed.
I have it.
Yeah,
I still have it.
I have those pictures on that video I did.
Mm,
Yep.
that's right.
Brandon posts great short showings his amazing vintage. Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yes, he was. Yep.
Oh man. Time flies.
You're good, Jennifer. It happens. So if don't forget that the live from the doghouse is live, and I'm not sure if it's on. And I know Jennifer dropped the link. It's either going to be on either Susie Woozy's channel or Dawn Southern Fine's channel. I just know they rotate every week, so it's going to be on one of theirs.
Hmm.
But if anybody else wants to come on up, you're more than welcome to join us. The link is at the top of the chat. Appreciate you. That's
I was
right.
gonna say, it's been a long time since I've been here, so I wanted to say hi.
Yeah, you haven't been here since I started using this platform.
Yeah, no, I haven't.
Yeah.
It's been a minute.
On the left-hand corner at the bottom, you see where it says listen off stage feed?
Uh
Is it blue?
huh.
To the left.
I'm
Bottom
in a
of
bit.
the at the bottom, the very bottom. Left corner.
No.
The very
Oh,
left,
there it is. Yeah. Yep.
turn it red.
Okay.
Because I do hear a little feedback on your side.
Oh, okay.
It gets back the feedback.
Gotcha. Yeah, I was gonna say-
Ellen. Hello, good morning, and welcome, Ellen. How are you doing? Good to see you.
There we go.
It's on Dawn's channel today, y'all. Yep. And Ellen, how are you doing? She did a live again
Morning,
yesterday.
Ellen.
So any plans that you're going to be doing more shows again at night with your mom or on YouTube or what?
Not at the moment. Because it's the summer, we're doing just a ton of in-person shows, summer
Mhm.
festivals, antique, shows, stuff like that. So we're focusing a lot on the in-person shows right now,
Right.
gathering inventory and stuff like that.
The baker's daughter, Bridget. Yep. Bridget's in here with us this morning too. So thank y'all for joining us every morning. Also, don't forget tomorrow will be the Would You Buy It or Would You Leave It? It's the game that we play every Friday. Don't forget it's not right or wrong answers. It's just a matter of thinking of things when you're going out sourcing. So please make sure you send in your items. When you do, make sure you have the link to the item that's sold. If you're not sure how to do that, make sure you do a screenshot from the platform it's sold on. And in the email, make sure you include how much you paid for it. Where did you buy it? If you took an offer, how much did you take that offer for? Good morning, Stephanie. Hello, good morning, and welcome. Y'all need to check out Stephanie. Give her a big warm Cajun root welcome to the channel. It's good to see you. Welcome, man. We do this every Monday through Thursday with Mark, and it's mainly we do topics. We do positive feedback, positive talks, and things like that, and uplifting you. But also make sure you get to reach out to all those that are in the chat. Check out Stephanie. I met her in Auntie Mama's morning show. And she does some great videos and good motivational type videos. So go watch out her channel and check them out. Make sure you let her know you met her here, please. And Mark, what do you got going on the rest of this week?
Tonight I'm going to be on Toochman's, the Tooch of Glass. And then Sunday we've got Aaron and Toochman as our guest. Sunday at 4 p.m. Eastern. Monday will be bingo and the morning show.
Yep.
Tuesday will be the Friends Selling with Friends extravaganza that we do twice a month. To be on Janice's channel on the 27th.
Yeah, we had an extra week. No, we didn't. So y'all make sure y'all check out everybody's channel. Don't forget that Dawn's going live from the doghouse. So let's go get them a raid. And don't forget to come back. And Brandon, anything you want to plug before we go? Hello, John. How are you? Good morning and welcome. Good to see you.
Other than come enjoy my Whatnot shows when I do them, check out the website, and it was really good to be back on and catching up with you guys.
And it's great to have you back on.
Good to see you.
I was shocked that you came on up. Usually you're not up this early.
Oh, I know. Hey, I got a garage sale to go to this afternoon, so I might as well be up.
That'll explain it. Okay.
Yeah.
And if anybody would like to join us after the show is over, you're more than welcome to. That link is still going to be at the top of the chat. And as I say before in each and every show, thank each and every one of y'all for always coming out and showing your love and support to the channel. And those that are in the chat, as I say before in each and every show, love always, love is always free. Please be kind to one another till we meet into another chat. Have a blessed and fabulous day. And until we meet again, later. Peace out. And y'all come back now, you hear?
First in the mornings, originally from the Bayou State of Louisiana, here at Cajun Roots Reselling. You make me an offer and I'll take it. You got the dollars, go see Johnny, he's got it all. Let him have it with no problem. See the special man. See the special man.